doing all his own stunts. There's a lot of already, like, decent lockdown already. Now between the Rel, the Scion, and the Skarner as well. That's a lot of very intense CC. Varus and the Azir can stand a long, long way away. Still got quite a lot to deal with here. And they will lock in the Azir into an easy game to play the Azir in terms of an aggressive mode of it. Talia, the Unraveled Earth's been a nightmare for Azir this year. We've all seen the stats. And in the Rel, the Skarner. Sion, it's a lot of CC to have to mitigate. Two big team fight. At best. And that means action begins. Let's listen to the Bale himself.
敌军还有30秒到达战场，碾碎他们。
Slightly quieter TT Gyos there. Curse you, TT! Says the JDG Gyoped. It's just wonderful. His power is unmatched. At least they got one. They did! Exactly. We'll do it ourselves next time, chat. I am the Thunder Talk guy. I refuse to give up on this team. It's burned me before, it'll burn me again. But hope springs eternal. How are you all doing today, chat, anyway? Oh, hang on, level 1 hurt. Nice, gets the cleanse off phase early. That's my boy Feather. On the aggression, it's a great bot lane. On the defensive, less so. Well, that's just true of LDL bot lanes. They don't do well from behind. Oh, no, no, no. Oh, another hook. Missing eats that one. Yes. Yes, my Thunder Talk brethren. Continue to find the hooks. Maybe this just becomes a TT bias cast. Maybe we do it. Wasn't enough fans in chat. Maybe I'm third hook in a row. All right, Feather. Flash away from missing. Flash sword forward, staggering blows. The ignite, the auto. What a set of Feather. And let's be real, it's all Feather. 3 hooks in a row. My goat on the Nautilus. I need to see a replay of that. Does not miss a hook. First one gets the cleanse off phase. Second one, half the HP off missing. And the third, every other summoner he cares to mention. Holds on to the ignite, I suppose. But level 1 control solidly lost. First blood to the Varus. Resets come on through. Yes, you cost yourself the flash. Whoa. That could be important. But at least one extends held on to the cleanse. You've got that additional back boots with the longsword. Your ability now to play with the move speed versus the MF can be very, very valuable. Big deal in terms of spacing for your piercing arrows, your hails of arrows, for stepping out of the way of those double ups, for positioning against that Rel. Very valuable early on. Cult for the misfortune, I think, is sensible from Hayes. You already know you're going to be seeding pressure in this lane now. You're not going to be trading up well with damage. Go for the scaling option. Try to come back in the mid game. And if in the end all you lose is lane priority and say 300 gold, you can recoup that well enough. They lane swapping immediately out of the lane, sending the Scion rather to deal with the Varus. Honestly, from JDG, I think relatively astute. Good triaging there of a tricky situation. How's life over in Onivia's chat? Why is TT Jungler's name so sharp? Yeah, I mean, yeah. A very, very short name, notoriously so. Also, good to see you in Onivia's chat. I apologize, might not be paying as much attention to you guys as normal today. I'm on a remote setup. So I don't have as many streams as I normally would, so I'm struggling to keep every chat open at once. So do keep chatting. I'll do my best to catch up where and when I can. Yeah, so the Chinese speakers out there, if you've got any going. What does Xiao Huangran mean? I'm assuming the Xiao means little, tends to. Xiaohu, little tiger. XQW kind of is the acronym of little frog. TP God doesn't have a shower in front of his name for no apparent reason. Couldn't tell you. I didn't hung for that matter. They're not even in this game, but I'm still finding ways. Still finding ways. Slightly gold lead 2. Thunder Talk right now. Scout potentially punishing Xiao Huangren though. The little something or other. Flash go forwards between Talon Strike. Gonna get knocked into the wall though. Scout flashing over the wall. Now Shun looking to kill this one back. The flash away from the Talia. Keeps her alive. The level 6 for the Weaver's Wall. In comes Sion. It's an absolute party. Misfortunes roamed on down as well. Everybody from JDG but Missing gets involved. And TT's mid-jungle wonders where on earth every member from Jingdong Gaming came. They rang the doorbell, and it was a surprise party. They just weren't invited. Maybe the party was a funeral. Who knows? Either way, they get cremated. In the river, slightly ironically, but there we go. Viking burial, perhaps. Raptors stolen, fantastic, but the Cryo isn't fully there. The Azir comes on over, the shove still comes on down. And Xiao Huangwen flashes to try and get the 3 Talon Strike in the knockup. Can't get it before Scout flashes over the wall. There is no vision. And he ends up dying. Doesn't even get the Raptors. Oh dear. Take it back. I'm sure who claimed them afterwards. Space strut, Sion ults. And we get a pause. Xiao Huangwen apparently meets a little yellow man. Hey Ruby, good to see you. We're back into game. Exciting. I need to turn some volumes up. Hi Onivia's chat. Bye Onivia's chat. Volume's coming up in 3, 2, 1. Look, I have magic fingers. I can make myself disappear. Onto the rift we go. JDG with 2 swift kills. Onto the very good spots. Shun on this Skarner. We have this conversation quite a lot about JDG. Hope you had a nice birthday. I largely did. I got to see a load of old friends. I hung out with my family. I'm going to try and celebrate a bit more when I'm back in Berlin. The issue was, Ruby, and it's still true, is I actually ended up really, really sick. So I managed to eat all of about 5 blueberries, a bit of mango, and what else did I have? An apple. That was it. I was just feeling absolutely awful by the end of the day. So I've still got this beautiful cake that's just looking at me taunting. I'm still feeling a bit rough and forty. So the food intake has been limited over the last few days. I'm still back. In fact, that's why I'm streaming from where I am. I'm back in the UK, streaming off a remote setup. Hopefully it's all fine. Do give us a heads up if things need change. I think we're all right. Ironically, this might be a more stable setup on my PC back home. You know, that's fine. Life is fine. So if the veneer of happiness slipped, it's because I'm in extreme. Still, dragon's going down. So, hook! Oh, feather! There's the cleanse out, turn around. Oh, look, if there was one way TT were going to win it, it's Feather just being on his game today. Just make this Misfortune's life as difficult as possible. So, go Sam, go! And can you get the cake? We're all rooting for you. I am too. I am too. Flash! Missing goes in with a Magnus Sword. Keeps Feather pinned to the wall. Gets the hook away. Weaver's wall now coming. Xiao Huangren looking to potentially defend. Depth charge comes on through on a scout. Seismic shove away. Finally brings the Nautilus down. JDG have to send. Everybody in the kitchen sink, but they finally bring Feather down. Not a lot Xiao Huangren was willing or able to do that. Wade was lost to the turret though. Will cost at least a bit there. Interrupt from setup. He was very greedy on his back. And we back away on that one. Scout is on a ward. He needs to be really careful here. Nice angle from setup. Means there's nowhere for Scout to run. And Thunder Talk finally returned the favor a little bit here. Scout can run, but I don't think he can realistically hide, and he won't be able to deliver. The kill is ended up going over to Hoya. 1xN in the river with Xiao Huangren. Looking to trade on that. Missing. Knocked up by that 3 talent strike. Will crash down away. The Hail of Arrows came on down on 1xN. Will pick up another grub. It's 4 to TT. Mid lane, Hayes crashing away, missing Pride to body block, easy routes in. Missing arrows are there though, and the melee creeps are picked up by 1xN. It autos a little more. For goodness. Game's still in touching distance. I think JDG have been crisper on the map movements and the coordinated plays. The individual moments that we've sometimes seen from JDG. Invert the name. JDG. Gaming Ding J. Gaming Ding Jong? Gaming Dong Jing. I think is actually how that would eventually go, is dyslexia. Messes with my brain. Cole's cashed in. The Misfortune now significantly ahead, actually, despite the early start. A kill, 10 CS, plates, good news for them. 1xn, eat a seismic shove. Really wish they hadn't. Avoid the earthquakes, people. Go, Sam, go! Thank you, Scout is best. I appreciate your love.
四分五裂的大地和躯体。前进！
Righty then, where are we at? Xiao Huangren flashes away. We're going for the York to catch Bennett. Lands a hook, but he's in the middle of 4. He's got no arms. He's dead. He's ripped apart. Missing goes crashing on down with the magnet storm. That's more attraction I saw from our Betty down at local last night. Going on the crawl at JDG, and they're drinking TT under the bus. Certainly under the Scorpion. Stings harder than Ali in his last fight of the season. Don't know why I've decided Muhammad Ali is with the reference we're going for. There we are. And Jing Dong Gaming prove they're more deadly than a Rotherham bouncer at midnight, dealing with the local lads about a pint too many. So speaketh I, Initialise, duels in casting, the League of Legends. Where is Beishwan? That is a good question, Omnialicent. There were rumours that BLG were looking to pick him up. Things have not been happy in the big BLG house. And they were looking for a potential jungle replacement. And then gets engaged onto him. Feather then looks to try and defend, but then is trapped out. And Ornn is teleporting now. Where is that? The Azir turns up and puts up a soldier now? Got one soldier out. That's it. An Azir with a single soldier. As 1xn in bizarre scenarios ends up caught up there as well. That's just a horrible fight. Hoping the BLG will hire Milky. Yeah, it's sounding like, so the rumors were that, and then apparently that was shut down. Things have fallen through, wasn't going. However, today, Thunder Talk are not playing with Beishwan, so the rumors are recirculating, reigniting again. There might be Beishwan going up towards that. And the other thing is, not to put too fine a point on it, on the Essence, he's in an RNG contract. He got pulled out of FPX for it. RNG notoriously have really, really intense contracts. And so it would not surprise me if RNG just will refuse to negotiate with anybody in the Milky Way. Well, we'll keep our eyes on it. Think Hung will make a role swap and join BLG as a jungler? Did Hung used to be a jungler? I feel like it. Am I just thinking Hang? Always possible. He used to be a jungler. No, he's always been a support. He was on Unlimited Potential way back when. He was on FBX for a bit as well. With Milky Way, wasn't he? Oh, that was, no, that was the, Ultimate, I apologize. Onto the Herald we go. PT in position this time. Well, I will say at this point, JDG very comfortably in the lead at 17 minutes. Weaver's walls in. The collapse begins. Shove initially on Dizzy. It comes from low. The Misfortune gets a massive bullet time. Boya and Xiao Huangrang doing their best up front line. But look, the rest of the players are all caught in the pit. There's nowhere to run. And Emperor's Divide comes on through to no avail at all. It is a massacre. Shooting fish in a dragon pit barrel. Well, I suppose in this case a baron pit barrel. Got up in the world slightly. Even then, the baron wasn't even there. It was a herald. I've just lied to you twice on the internet. But the misinformation was not that they were shot. They were in fact shot quite a lot. Now Pays is 5-0 and 4. What an awful retreat. The front line traded place with the front line and the back line just melted. This one, I suspect, is likely to be a slaughter, folks. Look at this. Not respectful of the multiple angles that JDG can come in on. You see it start to half HP. Feather forced to flash away, and then they end up in the Baron pit, not doing any damage. Hoya's desperately trying to trade out. Azala's going to look. Desperately smash over the wall. Finally bring down Scout at least, but the damage is done. Xiao Huangrang going towards the Titanic Hydra for a bit more upfront burst on the Shin Zhao. Auto Q auto the knockup. It's a good combo. Trying to lock down someone like that Misfortune, that Talia will lead to their inevitable demise. The idea. Gone towards a on-hit option on the Var as well to try and stand and deliver into a lot of tanks. Misfortune makes it rain briefly. Who shall power over the weather? Dragon we go. Second dragon of the game for either team. There's the Weaver's wall. Down to half HP. Thunder Talk. Here might be the flip they need. All the force got Shun steals it. Take it away. They've got the withdrawals to work with. Now if they lose people, it's not going to matter. Pace sidesteps the hook. Magnet Storm into the bullet time. And absolutely everyone is looking like Swiss cheese on the other side of the globe. Is that a kind moment from Pace? Does all the hard work for them. Don't even look like a normal block of cheese. They've been given a USP. Towards the mid lane he'll go. He looks for that tier 2. Everybody but Hoya is dead. 8-0-5, this Misfortune. It's looking like a whole lot of bad karma for Thunder Talk. Wheel of Fortune may swing around. I'm not sure about the guns. Scout nabs that one. Wonderful. Engage comes on through, Pace will get knocked up. They've still got withdrawals to work with. I think this is over, folks. Setup goes looking on in. They will get the withdrawal, but they'll lose the Azir doing it. They've got no wave clear. Nexus turret's under siege. They can't quite, I think, push for more because the wave did finally fall. There's a Herald charging into a tier 2 bot side on the mini-map. That's it. That's your silver lining, Thunder Talk. The game doesn't end and your Herald got a charge on tier 2 off screen. Congratulations. It's pretty much done. So, Weaver's Wall comes across. Shuffle back and Scout. Now got the Zhonya's to work with, but the Azir dies for it. Split off from the team again. Thunder Talk. They've just not been able to play these front to backs well at all. Pace now looking to step on forward. Strutting on. There's the Impale. Bullet time after. Xin Zhao's dead, the hook lands, but it's only onto the Skarner, who just does not kill the mountain-sized Scorpion. Pincers are certainly as strong as his bark, on extent. Tries to throw an arrow or two out, but what is that to a Scorpion? Hoya falls as well, eats another double up. And JDG, in commanding fashion, in efficient fashion, end this game in 25 minutes. Thunder Talk. Their best moment was the level 1 in the bot lane. After that has been disaster after disaster after disaster. 10, 0 and 10 for the Misfortune. Hello, folks. As I said, still not feeling quite right today. A little while to get back and be ready to go. I'll wave hello briefly. Hey guys, missed you all. What do we end up with this draft? Let's have a quick catch up. Did I mute myself again? Oh my days. Oops. Oh, I just unmuted myself. Ah, I'm just bad. My bad. Bones, come on down. Rise. Jumps over the wall. Gets a kill. It's a 1-for-1 right now. Hey, keep going forwards though. He's so damn scary. Oh my god. This Jin's about to run them all over. 1xN now in danger. Has no summoners left. The rest of his team is just gone. Tries to sidestep the deadly blows, but nowhere to roll. And Jin is one off the big time. A triple kill to Jin. There's our volume. Now, fingers crossed you can hear me and the game. Well, Scout flashing over initially is great. You're trying to skirmish with a Nocturne in a team fight, but with no level 6s. And then TT comes to collapse, at least get something back, and 1xN can't quite get him ready for more. Arla now in a 1v2 and is winning. Oh no, how did that happen? When it rains, it pours. JDG are not closing the valve on this one quite yet. See how that one started, to see bot lane of TT getting wiped off the map by Arla. It's the kill in that 1v2. Feeling kind of hand stiffy ears a bit. Here's a replay. Nice, nice. The tangle barbs don't get that much value because it was stun mid slide. Ward in the bush. Use your light. Dice is out of the Dark Procession. Now Hoya's in a 1v3. Maiden's gonna die. He's gonna get Zenith bladed. He can throw down as many last rights as he wants. He's putting himself in a grave, unfortunately. He's running towards the enemy tower. Pays now on a rampage. 4-0 over Jin. Nocturne ult. So does Pantheon. And no one dies. What a great first Nocturne ult.
当心！
Fortunately, they don't really need Rise to scale.
释放永恒之环。
Theo Goblin JDG Scout is best. Got the Panther, the Renekton, Chin the owner. In fact, the Rise is 1-0 too early. Rower completed. He's kind of fine. GG really need things to start going well. From now, it's going to fall apart very, very fast. That is a very dark river. Grub spawn. Chao Hung Run on him. Realm Warp. And oh boy. TT just unwilling to fully commit, whereas JDG are so ready for all of these fights. That's another one down. Pull off the grubs. I mean, why are you there to fight if you then won't fight? You're gonna run away, but like casually. It's like a fun run. This is ranked competitive running. It's the London Marathon. Well, you know, but not there. It's in China, but the concept still stands. All right, well, you summon in Hoya, who throws some gunk at someone, and they go cool. They go back towards the grubs, having lost a couple members, and they'll just do it again. We'll at least get the grubs, and that's the Yorick. That's nice. Pulls the break point, and there it is. Yorick could get here early enough, but I think Arlo's going to get at least 2 plates here. Yeah. Over comes JDG. They want to play this. Hoya does not have the Maiden. Misses the Morning Mist. Feather is here. TP's come flying. Pop Blossom. Onto 3. Nice angle. Has to flash away. Looking to get some damage back. In comes 1xN. The Nocturne will pop the Paranoia. Looking for something. Shao Rongren gets to run away. They do get the kill this time, TT. Cut it. Still zoned off the turret, though. And that means another wave lost, and this turret will still go down for first turret, surely, to the side of JDG, despite the lack of grubs. Fifth kill for the Jin, who's now got a Ghost Blade and a Rapid Fire in infantry. Goes mid lane, picks up the waves. They didn't even get a plate mid. JDG, TT managed to get no plates this game. None at all. 2 top, 1 mid, and the full turret bot. All within time. $5,000 gold lead. 4 plates fall. Close enough. 4.5. Exaggerated for dramatic effect, apparently. Also my inability to do quick maths. Live on air. That is another issue in time. this one is looking pretty fast to me, folks. I think we might go into our second series. Short order.
本木如何？
Alright, down we go bot side, trying to jump onto Scout, but here is Shun, Flash, Shield Bolt, Hoya. Now about to get Realm Warped on Scout, escapes to safety. So looking at trade this morning, miss lands, that puts Shun in danger, who's got a lot of ghouls chasing Pantheon, not enjoying that experience. Shield Bolt tries to get something more, but there's the heal. Looking to head on forward, Feather lands the root. Now Scout is in danger, trying to run away as fast as he can, but there's a Pop Blossom, up into the air he goes. And Pop goes the Weasel. Scout taken down, 2 kills for TT. They lose the top turret for him. Well, there's that engage. Shun tries to come and defend, and TT for once, so there with more members. How often have we seen that across the series? Rarely indeed. Gets a much needed counter punch. Still, 3 turrets to 0, including that mid lane tier 1. Ain't a pretty trade. Set up at least with these 4 grubs. Got a decent chunk up here. Going to go towards the Leandry second. Gonna play this one a bit slower. He's being flanked though. Has ult, has flash. They're gonna need both. Trying to stay out of range of Shun here. Oh, he autos the blast cone. He autos the blast cone. He was gonna need that if he ever wanted the hope of getting on out. Set up. That is a misclick. Blast cone, ult, flash might have gotten you out. Hoya should be able to get a turret up this way at least. Herald in the bot lane. Bumping into that tier 2. There's Ala in danger. Needs to be very wary as Hoya's flashed on forwards. Can't secure the kill though. Maiden doing its best, but I think Ala should be just about fine here. It is. Now Hoya's quite deep. Should be able to run away to safety. There's no Realm Warp or Grand Starfall coming his way. And the flash for that though. That's unfortunate. 18 seconds on Dragon. Third soul point for the side of Jing Dong Gaming. So in a shocking turn of affairs, look who's there to contest. WBG. Ow. All resetting and looking to shove out waves and be in the river. Not the best setup though, as I say that. Except I've got a lot of this wave shoved out bot side, or at least contested now, so the Ryze will be able to get it all the way out. Started up the Dragon though with Thunder. JDG, off hand side of your screen, Scout looking for flank on him. Feather though. Gets out along those wards. JDG can afford to give this one up if they want. But they will, it's another matter. Coach, they pop by Pace, looking for an angle on him. Grand Starfall. No, I apologize. The comet snip. Got baited by the sound. Paranoia pulls, looking to try and play on the dragon. Pop bottom forward. Soul point secured by JDG though. Shun with a quick smite flash on out will die for it. Traded out the feather. Looking to trade this one out as the curtain calls come on through. Charles Run in danger just outside of the range of the curtain call, but 1XN is certainly not. As the Realm Warp comes on in and helps claim his life in express delivery into the backline. Looking at throw 2 overloads and spell fluxes. And claims the Yorick too. Arla still chasing Xiao Huangren. To clear out that top lane wave briefly. Arla slices over the wall but won't catch the Nocturne being greedy on the reset. JDG get a raft of kills and the soul point. And TT once again through the fact they can't pull a team fight together. On towards Atakan, JDG home. Okay. Pick up the Atakan. Paranoia coming on in, looking to fight this on the reset. Charm does land. Scout now in danger, trying to run away. He's got a sound shield and so much speed. 1XN can't blow him up before he just gets to walk away, and the Jin unleashes again. Arla has TP'd in, gets another. Curtains are called for a moment, and they ace the Undertalk, who dared contest them at the Atakan flower field. Now they get to pick up all the flowers. Wave in bot side, crashes into a tier 3. And this game is over, folks. It really is. 8,000 gold. Soul point. Atakan in a dream. More like a reality at this point. High Noon Jin sits on his piano, picks up an Infinity Edge. We look again. What happened here? While the Atakan was happening. Oya just loses the 1v1. Oh no. Even with the Maiden. Oh lord. Gotta hit more of your E's and Q's there, my friend. Oya's not been having it, really, has he?
Has scored.
我记得你。
There's Pays eating a lot of damage from Hoya. Hang on, how did that one happen? That's an important pickup. They also get missing as well. Very critical kill.
我将操办你的仪式。
Does it change things in the grand scheme of things? Possibly not. Does mean Hayes may well be late to the start of this dragon fight, at the very least. Very least. You do have the possibility to get close enough and then just open up with the curtains. It is never as far away as you think it is. Dragon in 35 and Hayes in 12. Makes this an interesting state of affairs. 1XN picks up the red buff. Got 2 items on this Kai'Sa. Hell, TT in general have finally got 2 items, which is a big deal. Don't think it's going to matter when on the other side we're looking at the majority having 3, at least in core roles. I say majority. The Rise and the Jin have 3, and that's very scary.
像骨牌一样。
Scout trying to shove as aggressively as he can in this top lane. Solar Flare just shy. Deadly Flourish though is not. Needs to start dodging some of these shots. Flash, Shield Bolt, 1xN ult, stays alive for a second or two. Trying to turn around, but it means he can't do any damage. There's no solo laners here. They're only finally turning up. 1xN trying to get as many autos down as he can. Will pick up the Leona. In goes Shao Huang Ren. Trying to get a kill on the back end of this. Cannot do it before he gets blown up. Scout flashes on forwards. He's on a skin that you might recognize. Hello there. Trying to pick up a few more EQs, fluxes and overloads. And the systems of Thunder Talk just aren't rated for this amount of power flowing through him. Scout not interested in the dragon right now, as he shouldn't. Going to be forced off it briefly as Hoya's around. Pick up the inhibitor turret. Hoya trying to threaten as much as they can, but the Realm Warp's coming on in. Misses the Morning Mist. Means no ghoul stand it should. And the 1v1 is suddenly turned into a 1v3. Hoya loses that one very swiftly indeed. Still secured by JDG. Base broken. For all that 1xN picked up a kill or two there. Now at 4 kills at least. Not really changed the game state, has it? Soul now, and the Atakan, and the base broken. There's Baron to go. Here we go again. And I don't think it's getting any easier for TT. Oh, that's what happened with Hoya and Arlet. There's no flash from the other side. Sterex pops, and in goes Arlet, and doesn't quite get that one as Hoya gets a huge Q. When fighting for this Baron, Paranoia was popped, Scout goes golden. Now setup his rune prisons in place. And unfortunately, JDG are there to hunt down the criminals. If you're going to jail, you're not escaping before your term is up. No passing fail this time. Setup is immediately executed with bullet 1 of 4. Curtain to call on this game as well. A full ace. Baron, a singular cannon minion will be more than enough to break into the base in multiple fronts. Inhibitor was already exposed in mid lane, and JDG, it could have been a memo, folks. It could have been an email. Ding Dong Gaming, go and make sure they do their shift at the office, and they'll be clocking out 9 to 5. No overtime required. Hell, they're given a half day off as a reward for good service. Thunder Talk shell shocked. Braum, final lock-in. You've got a lot of melee champions. Braum makes a lot of sense here. Ezra Braum, a great combo. Very defensive. Braum can roam. Mako's Braum, not always his best champion. Log on to the Rift, folks. Dios. Wavo needs some work on those Gyos. Terra. The heal at the level 1. When's the next Q coming? Mako lands it. Pulverize. The order would do it. He want to flash for it. They're thinking about it. Are we going in? Oh, missed the Q. Oh, missed the Q. Concussive blows. Winter's Bite, I apologize. And the Mystic Shot going wide. Like you don't burn any summoners. And then there's a long, long walk back to lane for the Alistair, who's not going to be there. Level 1. Wave comes crashing in. Light needs to be very wary of his pathing. Doesn't want to walk with that wave. Understandable. Will help the leash instead. See whether TM returns the favour. Turns up bot early to try and mitigate what will likely be a rough state of affairs here for Nymaera. Level 2. Guaranteed to be Gala and Mako's right now. They didn't force the all-in beyond the wave. Got a 1 second, guys. Slight desync on that audio there, don't we? Refresh this. But a moment. Try that again. Give it a second to load. Hopefully we'll be back in. There we go. Nicely synced up again. Better. There we go. We got about 0.2 second delay on that. Felt a bit odd. Rookie is in so much trouble right now. See, I'm best in mid, by the way. I kind of forgot to talk about that. JJ comes flashing on forwards to make it a 1-for-1. Both solo laners traded out by their junglers. I kind of blanked on that. Without Rumble top, that's normal. I just blanked on the fact that I'm best in mid. You can tell I'm ill, guys. I'm just not with it today. There's the Ambessa. Just a little bit of Ambessa mid. Every now and then. Mostly when you're trying to pull moments like this. Flex around, I went, oh yeah, Rumble top, that's very normal. It's the Ambessa mid. The Ambessa mid? It just slipped me by. Normal things in a normal game. So, V750, by the way, I see you over in Onivia's chat. For the record, Alex is back, so Nymaera is indeed on the LEC. Right now. In fact, he is not casting today because he's at LEC meeting. So you can absolutely watch him next weekend at the LEC. I think he was also on casting on Monday with Hysterics. You could have caught him then. Alright. Very low. Just about to survive. The door comes up. Barrier for the heal. Alistair surviving a few attempts on his life. Hasn't fallen. Belated birthday boy, yeah, it's me, I'm the belated birthday boy. Well. Nice to see you here. Don't take height, good to see you. Thanks for the pets, I appreciate it. Rainbow, on the cross first. I keep on testing this. I don't think they're going to be able to slow down. Pick up 2, short order. Meiko's now going to spot this up. Set up on this grub. Don't want to fight too aggressively over that third, clearly. There's the equalizer down. Shy. 1 versus 2 as Team came looking. Misses the Excel's impact. Still have a level 6 to work with. Dodges it! Oh, that's beautiful stuff. They're going to pick up breathe as well. Now they're going to get the last hits onto Tien. Barbecued to perfection. The Shy with absolutely magical feet. Dances all over their graves. The equalizer down to Forces, Flash running away with the face, dodging as best he can. The Surfer team works. Again, misses the initial, sidesteps the next with the next use of the scrap shield. In comes JDG, in comes Mako. Absolutely superb. Well, that gets IG the feats of warfare at the very least. Genuinely an excellent play there from the Shy to turn that one all around. Good job, Mirage. Kept both bot laners on the other side. Gala. Happy enough for 10% there. Public execution trade that with the fate sealed. Rookie. Dracon stepping away. Should be quick enough to run. Tien. A few seconds left on another ability to go driving through walls. The team will instead take out this Raps camp. Rookie will circle around here, but to get towards his tier 1 by the circuitous path. Red buff also stolen. We'll lose half a wave for that. Made it until Grubs. Missed the interrupt there. That would have been really nice for delaying some of those setup moments. I want to get the wave shot before he resets. He's positioning to do just that. Double Electro Harpoons, backs up the lane. Does he want to reset? Yes, he does. Alright, Light, straight down towards mid lane. Rookie now resetting as well. First items, and a fight around either Dragon or Grubs. No one's taken first Dragon. Still up and available. Black Pepper, hold. The Flourish, JJ throws down the place in prison. Doesn't get knocked around and about into the impale. So much CC, JJ alone. Where is the rest of his team? Why is he there by himself? WBG Gaming were all there, and it was a lone Sejuani. Wow. That was very greedy. IG have been late on their resets. Wanted to get wave shoved. Didn't want to drop those. So JJ in the river alone. Everyone else is in lane. right? What's got you wound up? What's been cut? The sand, sea? Might be just because I'm reading the chat a bit delayed. I might have missed the context. Rugs go down towards Invictus Gaming. What happened there? I guess exhausted. Just die here while I was being distracted. Did. Oops. Well, the more the Shy takes, the more he giveth. He's a generous god. No, no, after those guys have this job, but I didn't, so it's not a curse. Yeah, I mean, he just did. Uh-oh! Gala's dead as well. Oh, IG. 2 very silly fumbles. Make that 3, really, with JJ dying the way he was in a row. So he finds his soul. It was an almost catch. Permafrost down, and Besset helps JJ pick up that kill. He's gonna get it, but I guess it's the Permafrost shot that ended up blowing up and causing that one. Clip done for Rookie. Reed did not enjoy that 1v2. Shy, a bit wary here. Understandably backing a long way away, but then walks back towards that and equalise it. Flashes over the headbutt. Mid lane, Mako in danger, plays the figure, comes on down, gets hit by that deadly flourish. Drags towards the turret, now flashes away. To stay safe, Yen trying to get beyond people. Wary himself returns the call, can you read it? Reads it wrong, Mako out to safety. Ult, no death. Mako down both summoners. Could be interesting with Dragon spawning in a minute and a half. Well then, the Shy doing his best to be obnoxious in that lane as Rookie. Now facing up against the Gwen, interesting. Very good lane side here. Rumble into the Yone. Right, we go. Well, here comes the Glacial Fisher. Dragon. Straight out for a number of kills. Rookie just thrown it away. Shy who picked that one up with Mortal Steel. Again, driving around, but Arlo will pick that one up. Oh, no, sorry. Now need to back away as the Shy gets snipped out. Ooh. As Flux lands, Gala going to try and land this one. Comes on forward. does get that kill. As an arcane shift, trying to create out in the pit before I'm going to burn it. There's the skip and slash. Gala brought low as well. Ends up being 4 for 4. JDG pick up the dragon. What a messy fight. Glacial fishes, hostile takeovers, something execution, fate seal. All of the line ultimates in a row in the pit. And at this point, you think it should be a pretty okay deal for Weibo Gaming. Breathe and Xiaohu, a lot better HP, and then Gala just whacked Xiaohu. Landing that Essence Flug meant that Xiaohu's just a dead man. Gala does an arcane shift out and dies. Back to life. We're almost dead. Not the equalizer comes on down, probably gets to land on the back end of there. Now James gets away at the end. Xiaohu desperately low, stays alive. Era though goes on forward and they kill off the back line. Rookie alone survives. Big fight for Weibo. Cleanest fight we've seen all game. Herald afterwards, and that might break it. Suddenly 3,000 gold lead. Suddenly the Herald begins to charge on Weibo Gaming. And commanding position kind of out of nowhere. There's a big fight going in their favor. Well, fights now. It feels like an extinction event. 3,000, 4,000 gold lead for Weibo Gaming at this point. Dragons have been traded. Next one's in a minute. Grubs have been slightly less evenly traded. Name the flowers. I will claim another turret here. That will be the third for Weibo. Full ring of outer turrets now down. Keep playing much smaller map all of a sudden. An angle on in here. Fate sealed, buffered through the glacial prison wide. Will it matter? Permafrost coming on through. Looking to stack up again. There's the Immortal Shield bomb. Immortal Shield bomb gone through. Exhaust onto Rookie is brutal. Prevents him from finishing anyone up. Now they come flying on through. Looking to come on, get those needles. More damage down, deadly flourish on in, onto JDG. Curtain's being called. The Shy desperately trying to trade on out, but he is snipped down the side as well. Light punches holes in at least two. They'll turn towards the Africana. Weibo Gaming in these team fights have just been better, haven't they? 2 in a row. They well copped IT's game. That exhaust is way too much. 3 TP'd in. That's in danger to solve. No longer able to be unbound. They go look up against his land, and then they miss. Glacial Prison tried to read the Q3 through. Doesn't work. I think they got the kill. That additional Q3 into the exhausted Rookie doesn't have the damage. The equalizer isn't enough. They only really tagged on the Xiaohu for a second or two. They're playing with significant disadvantage. The headbutts will not go back in towards enemy teams. The Shies are let off as well. Light in perfect position. Snipe out a couple extras. the all-in did Invictus Gaming in a lot of ways. Sejuani, Brawl, and Bessa, even the Rumble. All require you to commit your bodies to the Wavos. The problem is when you're in a era comp like that, the one that gets ahead tends to stay ahead into replay. It looks like Garland just got run down by Xiaohu. Oh my days. Yep, didn't burn the flash, kind of gave it up. Knew he was dead to right there. So this one, the rookie, with 15 for half his HP bar. Your wave clear is melee range as well, which is problematic for Invictus Gaming. Two-shot barrage and equalize your long-range wave clear. It's gonna be a little scary to walk up to the Wavo Gaming front line. Well, one sort of rampage, oh my days. Okay. What do IG have to do from here to find the way back in? Probably try and stall and flip out a Baron. See if you can get a JJ steal off. That might be your angle. 2 items now. Helps. Can't keep having this happen! The problem is any additional bit of pick is followed up by the Jin from miles away. Sets up for some serious issues. Dahu, big jumps on, flashes away, goes for prison, therefore goes wide. Unbinds the shots, on the trade this one out. Gets a Q3, wants to take someone with him! Can't. Left a lot of time topside. They can't even get the turret for that, by the way. They had no wave. It's a kill for tier 2. Scarlet. Doing his best to pick up some resources here. Somehow, some way, has a gold lead on the Ezreal, despite the Jin having 6 kills. Shutdowns are important, good farming as well. That's a full Shojin just completed by Gala. He will be absolutely spamming through those basic abilities. Machine Gun Ezreal online, not a lot of armor pen. You need it if you can hit it onto people like the Jin. Yone, the Gwen, the key targets here. A ways off of Cyrildas, of course. People like this Alistair and Skarner going to be a little harder to manage. Trying to find optimum reclining position. In the picture, show who solos out the dragon. That is a 3-item Yone. Ugh. That is a 3-item Gwen. Ugh. And this might be a big team fight. Ugh. Another such exceptional play-by-play call. Fate sealed. Bacon for breakfast. Shao who picks that one up. Jungler's down. Dragon secure. Baron's up. IG have to play a 4v5 with no smite. JDG smite at that. He has been their get out of jail free card so many times this split. It's not going to be this time. Trying to find a flank angle. Pepper, hold, Baron secure, curtains hold. The curtains are a little too far away. The audience has already left. They don't want to be there for standing ovation. So I will throw down an equalizer. Unfortunately, he's done his math wrong and has equalized bad. Doesn't engage. Yeah, let's to get some value. The base now. Tier 2s go down. Tien drives out of the base. Xiaohu goes over though. They've overstepped potentially to try and get to Tien and done it in an orphan angle. Curtain calls, threatening Gala. Dodges 2. Arcane shifts the last. Does leave the inhibitor in his bot side. Out for taking. Public execution. That sentence will be muted. Big old Baron power play. 2 inhibitors down. 1 inhibitor turret alone remains, really, outside of the Nexus turrets. Engage comes on forwards. Big old chunk comes on down. Goodbye, Mako. He's dead to rights. He's gone. Towards the next turret we go. IG, last gas, defend. I don't think there's anything to be done. Public execution goes wild. Breeze looking for an angle. Equalizer comes on down. To what end though? Just the end of the game. That's the end they found. Bounced up and down into a grave goes the Shy, as does, of course, Rookie. On that flex down best at 1 and 4. It's just not been their game. Victus Gaming. Couple fights in the mid game go. Theoretically, of course, IG have been mercurial, I think, to say the least. But the rest we go. Crowds have to yell first before we can continue. My days, they are loud today.
敌军还有30秒到达战场，碾碎他们。全军出击！
Knight at the level 1 doesn't heal through it like the Ghost. Doesn't, I think, earn IG enough control of the wave to guarantee level 2 first. One of the only ways you can beat the Barrage is full inning. Level 2 comes through, he gets 2 very long range AoE damage abilities that are really annoying. I'm right here. You can hear me, right? I have not. I haven't demuted myself. I'm muted myself. Shove on bot ways. Has indeed come on forwards. Was it 0 open for IG? I believe so. I don't think they want to pick it into the Talia. Really been favouring these melee solo laners. He's not had the greatest time on them, all things said and done. He's been a bit hit and miss as Rookie this split. Probably through the last year or two though, unfortunately. He's not been the out and out lane dominant player we once knew him to be. We can hear you, good news. Hi, Ricky Pat. What are your thoughts on the jungle bet?
下完整的石头。
Well, breathe, forced away from the way of Vic. Gala getting out of that lane ASAP. Do like Arrow want to follow, or do they want to try and dive the shy? They're coming over. Tien didn't do anything. He wasn't looking. He wasn't looking. Over comes Breathe to the TP though. Stacking more to steal, flashing on forward, gets the double knockup. No one's really taken turret aggro yet though. That means the damage after means the shy goes down. Breathe will flash before taking another turret shot. Kill successfully secured. Yeah, quick heads up, no. No. Don't mind you coming and asking questions about the game. That's absolutely fine, especially if you're new to it. And if you happen to use that info to do other stuff with it, that's absolutely fine. We do try to keep things gameplay focused in the Twitch chat. Because we've had issues before with people going a little bit too far with the betting stuff. It's been obnoxious assholes about it, and it does take away from us enjoying the game. So by all means, come and ask questions. By all means, come and ask what's going on. That's super fine, but outright betting stuff, we try to keep to a minimum if possible, please. On a community moderation. Well, the better draft? I think I prefer Weibo's draft. I think IG is a lot harder to pull off. I think it's not so good in lanes either. They can get to mid lane. They're in a great spot. I just don't know how easy that's going to be. I think the early into mid game for Weibo Gaming and a lot of priority lane is really tricky to manage. Flash away from Nymaera. Mako with a good hurt. Dragon's up. No one's really wanted to start that one yet. Scrubs number 2 starting in what? 40 in 3 minutes. dragon. Finally looking like it's going to be started here. By the side of Weibo Gaming. IG might want to come and contest. Here we go, our first proper fight of the game. Side jump goes wide. Gala supercharging forwards there, and a threaded volley or two. Alright. Comes the tower. Try and potentially charge forward. Doesn't really take the turret aggro yet. Will he get the recharge off? Won't. Oh, the shy! Gets one back, but that's about it. He fumbled that reactivation. He had the timing for it, tried to get it going the other direction and did not. He picked up the kill, I think it was Pantheon in the end. Alright. Riders 5, good. Dies for it. Hey, sport dying there, not the end of the world. Rookie interrupted on his reset by the roar of the Slayer. Hey, Monty. Breed knocked up by the stolen unstoppable onslaught. Breed will return the favor. Flashes the chain lash. Explosion. Megamin crying out there. Explosion! TT back in. JJ on these grubs right now. Hera has respawn. I think we're going to see a contest over those grubs right now. Breed goes for a bit of a swipe with the decimating smash, not fully charged. Mid lane, the Shy eats some more damage from Light, who is going the on-hit variety here. Perfect goes to really chunk into that Ornn. Hera's walking at JJ. Let's go! Here comes the Pantheon ult as well. That Crescent Guard means nothing. JJ is a dead Shinzao. Renata knew she had her solo lanes in the back pocket. Mid-jungle in the back pocket. And gets to swagger walk at him with the pocket pistol and go, yeah, you sure you want to do this? And JJ goes, no, I know what's happening. It's too late. Get the kill. Deny the full set of grubs. Tien can head on back, claim another one. Deny them from Invictus Gaming. 3 for 3 in the grubs. No one gets a marker for them towards feats of strength either. How was the first series? A stomp towards JDG. TT missing their star jungler. Turns out was kind of subtle. Zhao Huangren's been in TT for a long time in their academy system. Never really made it up to the main team. Quite some hype around him for a few years and then turns up and doesn't have a great time of it. But hey, Rookie right now is perhaps more will shield bolt onto him. There are loyalty program. I'll take over still. But it's no one! Actually, I apologize. That's Zera throwing it out. Rookie throws it afterwards. No underway. The stolen hostile takeover is not really all that hostile. It's like passive-aggressive takeover. You sort of stare at someone until they get uncomfortable and they move the seat over. Gala, mid lane. Doesn't need to save a plate and drop away. Or rather, fourth wave, but who will get one top back up. It being the pick-off for Weibo Gaming. Light comes towards mid lane, she's got to pick up most of this wave. A little bit to make that play happen, right? Mid lane though, JJ now in danger. Doesn't have the flash. Maybe has to burn it. And shook towards Light. In comes Breed. Doesn't really land that many people as JJ goes from danger. Charging forward, the Shy goes on in. Throws that down to Volcanic Rupture. Rookie over the wall onto Light. Gets that one back. Great angle from him. The bailout means nothing. Invictus Gaming punish gloriously. And get everyone out alive. Gala, Rookie, Mako, all down every summoner you could ask for. Rookie with a wonderful angle over the Raptor pit to get onto Light. Let's have a look at that one again, because it looked like a really good moment from Weibo. Trying to punish on this Raptor invade. The collapse comes on through. Hail of arrows one way. Psy on the other. Starts off with a decent up pick on the JJ. Damage is not that fantastic yet. But then the depth charge not from the Light flashes away. This is great. Play this. Light's in the pocket. And that abduction. Blow up on light means Xiaohu, even with the bailout, gets murdered. Gala gets it all over the wall. Flash. Xiaohu's left to die as well as he was trying to set up his AD carry to get a reset and get rolling. Big moment there from Rookie. He's had a bit of a quiet series, all things said and done. H1 is allegedly going to BLG. There's rumours he wasn't, there's rumours he was. Today he wasn't playing, don't know why. Might be because he's about to move, because there's stuff going on behind the scenes. See exactly how it all levels out. Dragon is spawned. Good chase in the back of the pit, has a flash. It's yet to be forced to burn it, and it throws up, comes right. Rookie on the other side though. Looking for an angle on in. Still up on the duck. JDG throws down that Crest Guard. Tien in the back of the pit, looking at Grand Star fall out. Gets away, but now Rookie's looking for the abduction. Flash away from Tien. Can look to shield vault, potentially down at 10% HP. He just salt on forward. There's the shield vault into the seismic shove. And Rookie dies. Dragon still being started. Mako looking for a hook angle. Dragon secure, but the turnaround now potentially dangerous and overcome. Not unstoppable, unstoppable breathers, not fantastic. Knocked on up. Will need to flash away, but is it to safety? As the ult comes flying on through the hostile takeover though. Gala tried to ult on up. Breathe can't find the full decimating flash, and Invictus Gaming walk their way through the team fight. The health bars are falling apart. Gala, gorgeous ult on his Kai'Sa. And despite the escape from JDG, despite Rookie dying, their health bars weren't pretty. And IG get to play the 4v5 out very well indeed. Thanks for the subs, Zeref. Amber once again brought into the community. You can't escape. Win the mods. So again, great escape initially. TM flashes the abduction. Then Breed tries to stick around. They jump onto Rookie. This is all well and good. At this point, things get interesting because the Stolen Chains of Corruption does a lot of damage. Xiaohu and Light are left very, very low. Dragon secured and the Unstoppable Onslaught doesn't connect onto anyone. Brings out the flash away, and then the Shy goes, well, I can just turn this around now. Gala's got so much room to find an angle. The hostile takeover looks good, and it kind of was. Gala still had room to reposition, do a lot of damage. JJ is still healthy, can keep on trading. Great, great team fight from Invictus Gaming. A moment that should have been a Weibo game favoured one. But a good fight under their tier 1. Good fight around the Dragon. Bit of an inversion of game 1. Never trust these teams that have a 2-0. So this is Invictus Gaming. Who knows? TN 4-1 could be very scary on this Pantheon still. Issue, I think, is going to be an AD carry, where the Kai'Sa that was held down in lane is now 30 CS up. Couple kills and a turret. 1.6k ahead. But Gala on Kai'Sa? Yikes. Where have we seen that one before? Gone for the Shiv and the Rage Blade. We're going to be transitioning over towards magic damage at this point. Trying to see if this tier 1 will do so. Weibo came down in fourth but a little bit too slowly. Took a JJ threatening. Grand Starfall now looking to jump onto someone. Jump onto JJ. Tries to jump back. Although it's decent. Handshake him as well as JJ. Hostile takeover stolen. Not be enough. The locket comes on down. They pick off the jungler. Now who's donated his first kill of the game? Get hydrated. Yeah, good idea. I'm ill. To drink more water. Thank you, Vasu. Also, happy belated birthday. Thank you very much. Appropriate considering you watched 30 consecutive streams. I turned 30 on Sunday, guys. That's why we're getting this. 65, yeah. That's it. 30 turned 64, that too. I actually turned 22. Thank you. Trying to clear out this turret, can't quite. Gold lead is important for IG, but not game break. 2,000 gold is nice. The majority of that is in Gala's hands, and that is great gold distribution as far as gold is concerned. Char gets Wavo's first turret of the game. Important structural acquisition. Dragon spawn. Wavo not that interested, I don't think. That's feats of strength. They got first turret, that's the third objective. Started by Invictus Gaming. Light is nowhere near. ED carry a long way off. That's Khan down to half HP. Do Wavo want to play this? Sion coming on over. May need to ult. It's gone. Can they play for the flowers after? TN throws up the Aegis assault, trying to buy some back. Flash on point. Jumps on the rookie. Trying to get some damage back. Who's gone away. Can look duck back on in. Damage back around. The hostile takeover lands on the Gala. Immediately cleanse. Pull back on the show. Flashes on out. TN gets shielded by the locket. Trying to buy some breeze. Flashing out as well. And Invictus Gaming stay alive. So do Weibo Gaming, but they can't find an ingress. There goes the turret. Or the dynamite. Depending on your preference. Danger here. It's a lot of damage from TM. He's 2 levels up, actually. That's crazy. JJ. He a lot of experience from those blood petals, if nothing else. And shook back his Mako, forced to flash. TN now split off. 3 levels down on Rookie. That's a blast cone to get out to safety. Here comes the Ord Horn. 3-man knockup. Rookie into the backline. Stolen, unstoppable on top of the turnaround. They get Rookie. Light, desperately low though. The bailout, not enough to keep him alive. Show needs to flash to a second. Over the Gala following. Trying to keep him alive. Seismic shot flashed away from. Decimated Fastball getting down. He's still alive. Gala, festival by name. And Bloodsport by nature. Grand Starfall brings him down. Finally. But the damage is done. I don't think a bailout will keep Reed alive for long enough. We'll have a second zombie to work with. He'll try and clear out the wave. What did it end up being? 2 for 4? Yeah. Could have been worse for Weibo. They can't get any objectives off it. Gala finally dies. Starts with Mako looking for a hook and missing. It's a really good call of a forge god. The rookie goes on him. Weibo's trying to deliver. The problem is Light has like no mana. JJ flashes on him with a free Talon Strike knock-up with the audacious charge. And Gala goes in. And really regrets his choices. Just about flashes away. But then Tien goes, well, screw it. Let's kill off this Kaisen. And he goes back. The Grand Star full damage is enough to bring him down. He dies for it. But hey, we'll take the shutdowns where you can get them. Light now with the upgraded Nash's Tooth, courtesy of Ornn. Only 2 items still for Light. Not on the Terminus yet. Really nice anytime now. Tien is still very strong on this Pantheon. Still down 1,000 gold, purely because of the way the game started out. Ghosting away, backing out of an attempted play by rookie Gala. Gala with no flash, does have cleanse. On to Baron we go. Oh boy, here we go. Baron Pit with a Forge God. Risky. JJ looking for a potential angle on him. Weibo dragging IG over. 3,000 gold lead for IG. The biggest. Dragon's up. Could be soul point. Right. Well off. JJ's got a flank angle. There's no damage here. JJ steps on forward to knock on the T, and he's now going to get walled away. White by his own team. Shahu does a decent job of walling off Invictus Gaming. However, no Weavers. Weibo forced to retreat to the top side of the map while the Dragon's on the other. Means soul point likely for Invictus Gaming. Do they turn back towards Baron now? They might. That reset comes on through. Not completed. Mako holds. Teleport in. Weibo Gaming dragging people away. Kaiser's not there. Sheerj's not there. Can burn through this pretty fast with a Varus. And a Talia even. Rookie looking for an angle on him. Now in the middle of the lane is JJ. I think it's going to be too late. What about the fight afterwards? Baron secured. Hostile takeover from Rookie. It's beautiful. They're stealing their enemy's tactics and using it better than they would. Kaiser comes careening on him with a killer instinct. And the Baron is secured. Everyone else is dead though. And Invictus Gaming say sure you can have the Baron. But the monkey's paw will curl. It's into a fist in the form of Rookie with a stolen hostile takeover that has just won them the game. And we are going to a game 3. Of course we're going to a game 3. Would these two teams ever give us anything else? GG, Invictus Gaming, mid. Format, and that's fair. The other double backline carry. The Jarvan Leona to set things up. IG is slightly better in those 5v5s. The crowds yell a bit more.
敌军还有30秒到达战场，碾碎。
The last time today. Rift. Does that mean anything here? That's a question.
全军出击！
前进！
Rookie being run out. The Ghost's on down. Trying to get some autos down. Mako lands the stun with the shield of Daybreak. Now he's in danger, slowed down by the Rune Prison. Not empowered, of course, with the Spell Flux. But now Era, fading coming over the wall, crashes on down onto Rookie. Beginning to auto. Gets the Aftershock proc. Continues to chunk Rookie down about 10% HP. Xiao gets to go back to lane, and Rookie is not going to be there. Ghost burned. No extra summoners. A very bad laning start for Rookie, who has to teleport at the level 1. Mako down at half HP as well. And a cross map, a split map in the jungle. Ian goes in and nabs away that blue buff. Looking to head over towards his own Raptors now. Crash on down, catches Gala. Double up in an auto. Nice work. Fighting for that level 2 here. Breathe nearly at mega winner. We didn't really see how Rookie ended up being threatened like that. I guess it was just Ghost and Xiao running at him with Rune Prison. Slow, baby. At least Rookie didn't have to flash. So the TP being down. Kinda sucks. Means his first reset the best. Of course, Xiao's not running the TP. He's the Ghost. On a lot shorter cooldown, especially if he burned it before minions leave. We're now looking a bit of an angle. Trying to watch out for where that Jarvan may be. Wrapped around now, actually. Okay, they have an idea where the Jarvan is now. Tien, you want to fight on this? I think you might to level 3 Poppy. That's full build. Here we go. Trying to interrupt. Ward down. A little too slow to get on over. The assistance from the bot lane evens that out. From his Mako going to save his mid laner's life. Cost the bot lane priority in a large way in that bot lane. Reset had to come on through early from Gala. Misfortune to be able to play for another wave here. Still has a biscuit and infantry. The MF may well not have fun into the Jarvan Leona Renekton combos. Run Cleanse for a reason. The Cleanse won't get you out of that baby cage. Nice chunk on forward. Hang on, Breathe just gets the solo kill. Oops. Yeah, just gets Megadar, hops off, lands the wallop. Crunch on down. Now JDG's about to run into Poppy. Holding on to the W. Rune Prison comes on down. There's the knockup. Flash on over. Looking for the angle. Can still put up the W. Gets the flag and drag. JDG doesn't get anywhere to go. Can't get the last auto. The shield! Keeps him alive! Tien tried to give it to Xiaohu. And no one gets it. Joe flash for that. Oh, disaster. They've done all the hard work. Wow. Have a look at that one again. Please. What HP was he on? I need to know. Gold needs his shield. Shy, still stuck at level 5 here. Should get level 6 off this wave. There you go. Better. Rough enough for Weibo Gaming. Very easy for Rise to spell flux and overload through a lot of those grubs. No! Oh, there's no flash on Xiaohu. Oh, flash on forwards, crashed out on 3. Xiaohu still dies, and now Ura, I think, has gone very deep for that. I don't know why you bother flashing. The guy was dead, and now you're in a 1v3. Mount up. Full tilt means nothing. Double kill for Mako. It's a Mortal Kombat. That gets your Leona towards tankiness early. Great news. So, I'm assuming without the flash, Rookie just goes, yeah, you're dead. And in fact, that is what happened. Flag and drag, jump over the wall. Ura goes flashing on him, but at that point, your guy is dead. And IG going, like Danny's like, why is it the support getting the double kill? Mako, why are you doing this? I feel like Danny would be very good in a K-drama. He's got a very, like, dramatic personality. Hang on, diving top side. Bullet time comes on through, and dominance means nothing. Light will take a couple turret shots. Does drop the aggro there, got a bit worried. It's not got a lifesteal, but has got pots. Should be okay to stick around and claim a lot of these turret plates. With the grubs on hand as well. Easily secured for Shy. No teleport means unlikely to be able to come and deal with this one. Scarlet is alone in this box side. Mako will interrupt that reset. Here goes how rude. There was in fact a ward in there. Fourth plate. Likely to fall the minions there. JJ will steal away a red buff. Impenance for TN making such plays. Might even get some krugs after. Breathe. Eat some nasty old autos there. JDG around to be afraid of, but cleans up the wave well enough, can reset now. You're looking to reset and imagine. This Fortune's sticking top, interestingly. Well, competitive early game. Weibo are the ones I feel coming out favoured, largely because their top lane and bot lane are very ahead. This Renekton dying twice, once to a solo kill, once to a dive, has led to some significant advantages. Bot lane again was frustrated by Mako's saving the mid laner's life. At the very least, JJ, Mako and Rookie have managed to get some value out of mid lane. Fourth plate. Should be secured here by Light, I'd imagine. There you go, sticks around for it. Is that going to be Bloodthirster? 4 plates and a kill. It's quite a lot of gold. Sticking around, okay. Here looking to jump onto Rookie, goes top, looks to keep on going, the Emperor's Divide, not fantastic, still manages to slide and glide away. Looking to well warp on in, trading around on those grubs, takes 5 out of the 6, flash on over the wall from Sheer and Mako. Gets them out alive. Still, only the 1 grub secured from that set. stops Weibo getting the mark towards their objectives, at least. That's about it. Why is there so many dinosaurs dancing? What's going on in the Twitch chat? Hello, YouTube chat as well. Nice to see you, Onivia. Good to see you, Larindi. How's life? Sorry, I've only got one screen today, so I'm having to flick between chats. 2-level advantage topside. Oh, that's going to be a problem. Frame sound is a bit loud against my voice, FYI. Thank you for that. We can drop it down a bit. Appreciate it. That should hopefully help a little. Cool. Appreciate the heads up, dude. Rookie didn't get to play that fight as Xiaohu pressed the ghost button and went running at it. Went looking to see whether there was a run walk angle in. JDG and Maker had to flash on out. Grub's largely secured. Now Dragon in 20 seconds. No flash on the Java, no flash on the Leona. Your engage tools more limited in the engage angles they can pull without those. Oh dear, you got my favourite LPL caster. Oh, thank you very much, how I called you. We do our best here. So, last two games, actually, the game really felt decided around the big objective fights. There is a gold lead, a significant one to Weibo. But I think IG may well be willing and able to fight here. If this goes wrong, though, it'll be the start of the end. Poppycopter spins up and evacuates a member. The Jarvan. That means no smite. Won't find the fight, though. All the while, though, there's a bit of a trade happening topside as a Shy gets Conqueror, but Gnar gets Mega. Keeps his turret just about alive as Ura. Lurking in a bush. Unseen horse is the deadliest. Oh, Rookie! Yeah. That's what you were looking for, but you just slide glide and divide by 0. And there goes first turret. Tien in the jungle. Mako, JJ coming on over. Flash available. Here we go. Spike fight. Secure by JJ. About 10 off them. You know, his Garlic has jumped off. Flash goes available. Flash goes back. Anyone coming back over the trade? No. What about the Shah who make it up in time? He will not. Doesn't want to pull the ghost. Still a flash and a Valkyrie, so it would have been a hard job to lock that Porky down for an extended period of time, I think. It means Gala can't stick around, and he's not there to stop this wave, and that means likely another turret to Weibo Gaming. This is our most considered affair, I think, so far. Weibo get this. They're in a very, very good position. This Gnar, unmatchable by either the Azir or the Renekton. Surprised with 5 grubs, claims another turret as well. Goes away a little afraid of the Jarvan coming around as well. Happy to burn that cooldown. It's a little bit presumptuously. We'll do it. Phase rush. Who gets his back interrupted. Yeah, he's still around. Tien coming on down. Violence about to occur. He needs to be wary here. Put back into the wall. Takes a lot of damage. Rumors has gone down into the keeper's verdict. Xiaohu's donated it. JJ came to try and interrupt, and Tien was waiting. Wonderful use of the sweeper. And that gets the feat of strength, courtesy of the mark of martial mastery that comes on through with that kill coming on down. Wards go down. Jump over the wall. Tien keeps finding JJ in bad spots. Yeah, on the Jarvan, the Poppy can really mess up a Jarvan too. You can see Jarvan's having to hold his flag and drag a lot. Tien gets the Herald when you've already got the 5 grubs and the turrets already. You can look to put this down. So that tier 1 in mid lane. I don't know, we'll save it for the dragon spawning. About a minute and a half. Straight away. They know that the Jarvan's not there. Era's missing with Mako. Era will die for that. He's trying to keep the support away and ends up getting picked up on the other side. Herald will get a second charge off. Tier 1 secured in trade for Era, who was a little overzealous, I think it is fair to say. Alright. It's happening. Yahoo. Some damage. Flashes. Can't quite secure it. Gala forced about to go to the side, but now WBG getting split off. Light's in danger. Gets pushed away. Doesn't have the ability to get out. Oh man! That keeper's verdict! Keeps Light alive. Errol will need to crash down over the wall. Does so. Xiaohu died. Flashing on forwards. Tien about to find a bullet time. The Shy now. Can't quite find the danger. All the while, Bree shoving that tier 2. That was a 4v5. They lost Xiaohu, who couldn't secure the kill. Messy. Very messy. The teleport from the Shy was nearly deadly. It was not, however. That was a really astute keeper's verdict from Tien there. Breathe all the while was shoving away. Gets to tier 2 now, 3k ahead. Let's have a look again. So, initially, they think they've got a pick here on a JJ. Knocking into the wall. They split targets. Oh, they try to flash on forwards. Xiaohu went flashing to try and get it. JJ still had the flash, and then Rookie gets to stand and deliver on a Xiaohu who's got nowhere to go. He dies. Light trading out in the jungle there. But a very astute escape. Gets them out to safety. And Light gets to hold on to his summoners, which is huge. Dragon secured, Atikan spawns. 4 or so thousand gold lead to WBG Gaming, and no huge mid-game fights to be seen. That was the closest we've gotten. This Gnar is a menace. Sterax available. Building towards Mega. Not there yet. Trading away. Looking to hop on over. Does so. Gets knocked up. Not quite on the Mega. Sterax is there. Surely doesn't get Mega though. Not in time. They finally bring Mini Gnar down. Bounced around enough. He doesn't get to play it out. Had the flash. Didn't want to burn it. That's a Khan's up here. Won't look for anything more, but that's the first turret of the game for IG as well. Hill went to Rookie, who is 3-0-2 on this, is it? He is very strong. Hey, baby, good to see you. That's Khan's up. No one's wanted to do too much with it yet. No, I thought they could outplay that. They weren't miles off. I think if Mega had come through a little bit earlier, could have done it. Doesn't have the best anti-magic yet. Building towards a null magic mantle now. I imagine that's going to be a wit's end, which I think will make a lot of sense here, because Azir is now actually quite scary.
组合起来！
3 minutes on another dragon. That would be soul point for Waver, not soul itself.
命令你下达。
No one can really threaten this Gnar still in a 1v1. Maybe the Azir. Shahu just gets his Rod of Ages fully stacked. Good luck, Amber, on your test as well. Appreciate it. But you need to leave quite yet. So make sure I say that before you disappear. Oh, Gala did not enjoy that little crit. No life steal to be found on the Corki right now. Oh, in they go! Had enough of waiting around. Mega Gnar into the wall. The Shy goes down. Turret falls after. JJ puts down a Cataclysm and goes, yep, no, that's my own team going down. Ah! And needs to flash that out for safety. Tier 2 falls. Weibo Gaming forced the issue. Second kill now for Light on this Misfortune. You have to imagine on this reset, you're pretty close to an Infinity Edge. Have a look. There it is. And an Execution is calling. Okay. Bit of anti-heal. I can see it with the Renekton. Jarvan's got Sundered Sky. Lethal tempo on the Azir, so nothing like that, or a Rift Maker, so too much to be found there. I guess the Corki will have some from Runes, and he has got Conqueror, to be fair. But still feels the need. I do think in fairness, when you've got the Jarvan and the Renekton, they tend to be a little bit more drain tanky than you expect. Okay, Zenith Blade blocked by the Steadfast Presence. 30 seconds on Dragon. Mid lane wave shoved by Rookie. Where's the Sun Disc? You want to put it up yet? Holding it, I think, for a little bit longer. Potential angle on him. Sorts it out. Mako eats a lot of damage on the other side. Shahu looking for his own axe. Not the best time on this ride so far. Couple fights haven't quite worked out. Breathe. Trying to build towards Mega. Got that wave shoved all the way up to the tier 3. Wave being fought over in mid lane. Baron just spawns. Dragon up. Breathe. A little bit deep here. That speed try just times out. Just step on forward. Rookie, the person you have to keep your eyes on for Invictus Gaming. Use so much of the damage. TN shields himself briefly. Light the Infinity Edge. Breathe with a big Mega Gnar. Wave I really want to play around here, I think. Does Rookie get damage out? Yes or no? Big deciding part of this fight. Dragon down to 3k HP, keep diverting away, but it's only on the Renekton. Stunned up, Dragon secure, bullet time is passable, but not fight winning. Flash away from Mako. Where's Breathe with the Mega Gnar? Got it coming. Doesn't want to burn a flash to go looking for more. Look for Baron instead though. Maybe. Stun to the likes of TM prevented a smite test really. The Weibo game, he can't tap. Onto that Dragon. Everyone send good vibes to Amber. Much love to you. Some prayers. No doubt. Have it in the bag. Mecha fanboy with the very normal phrase, murder exam. No inner at the end of that, very important. Just the exam. Carla, forced to flash. Era with a decent flank angle there. There has been a point of weakness in Weibo. Era overstepping, looking for plays, probably been it. Breathe hops away, continuing to shove, building towards that wit's end still. Not gotten that tier 2 there, but then it's just played, continuing to shove. There's the wit's end completed. Very, very scary on the Nart. Needs to convert, though, to something more meaningful. IG have done a very good job of stalling here. This 4k gold lead hasn't changed over the last 10 minutes, something like that. He's here. Very strong, building towards 2 separate third items. Has stopped off at the arm guard, hasn't felt the need to complete because that active is still there. Building towards the void staff instead. Fair decision. In a quiet moment, you've got that opportunity to split your focus a bit. And the magic resist, shred, courtesy shred. Just magic resist reduction rather. Void staff very valuable. Penetration, correct term. Shred is more like a black cleaver, isn't it? Free lobs a few boulders, continuing to keep the Shy trapped under this turret, threatening. Look to try and siege on in here. Datakana with another wave coming. IG want to try and break the split push option. Datakan's being pinged by a lot of people right now. He's around trying to get the deeper. Put up the sun disc, I didn't see. Look like it. Breathe with another wave. Another opportunity to get some damage down to the tier 3. Guy's going to try all inning. Meganar's coming on up. That tower's got to have eaten a bit of a chunk there. Didn't get the full demolish prot. The Shy managed to clear the wave. This is what they're looking for. The 1-4 breed. So strong. Shy just kind of has to sit there and try and clear it. Has got a stride breaker at least. A bit more additional wave there alongside the Q. Slice Q, stride breaker, dice out. Pray you've got enough HP to do it again. Go back to base. Rookie's reset now as well. I have to be a bit wary. They don't know where those people are anymore. Dragon's up in 30 seconds. Again. Get some wards down. Do they care about this dragon? Do they want the Baron instead? They do want to start this Baron instead. Here we go. Alright. Take it back. All the ruse. Mako slowed down by the Make It Rain. Third item done for Misfortune. Not done for the Corki, but it is done for the Azir. Breathe. Gonna break this inhibitor turret. Finally. A little bit of work required. A little bit of graft. A little bit of push and pull. But the dragon not started. Baron on the other side. Weibo Gaming trying to tear Invictus Gaming apart through map moves. Tugged in 2 polar opposite directions. Can't even go towards the third. That dragon. Gonna try and siege into mid. Inhibitor is down. Now Breathe. Nearly at Mega. Can look for a flank angle. Oh no, this angle could be dangerous indeed. Breathe looking to get onto Gala. Look at the Megadar. Dropping onto that one. Rookie gets a big shuffle. But the Magnus Storm out to bullet time. Megadar is there. Rookie sliding, gliding, trying to survive. Knocked into the wall. He's dead. The Shy finally turns up, and Carla survived on the other side of it. The Shy, though, in the middle of 3. Even with that Sterek, will not survive. Flashes on out, does actually get out. Oh, won't kill him. A flash and a dice gets him out to safety. It ends up being a 2 for 2. I thought the Shy was dead for sure. Inhibitor down though, and Dragon will likely be Weibo's to claim. So 2 kills apiece ain't the breaking point. Breathe started off on Gala, but decided to change focus to Rookie. I understand. He's very, very scary. Did bring him down. Get the arm guard, the flash, the ult. Let's have a look again. Initially, I am watching Breathe here. JDG goes looking for an angle. Xiao who gets the root. Zonya's initially comes on through. It's down. Light looking for a good angle here. Can't quite find it to stay away from JDG. Bullet time is okay. He doesn't want to just ult for short for show. Meganar comes on down. They do get Rookie with it. Gala got to free fire. The wrong retreat angle from TN. Xiao's in the middle of it. Dies for it. The Shy. Good flash out. Gets to stay alive. Another auto would have brought him down. Now they're looking at the Atakan. Here we go again. Lots of summoners blown. Notably on IG side. TN still has his. Xiao doesn't. Neither does Breathe. Here we go. Knocked away. It's the Leona. Xiao looking for a well walk behind. Big moment. TN looking for an angle on in. They won't take that one. As interrupted is Era. The bullet time, not that much value. Atakan resets. Shy though. A little bit split off here. Fight still commencing. Mako goes on forward, looking for the wall! And that's a wonderful step past pressure. JJ can't find his flag and drag in. Cataclysm after. TN low, gets some healing. Shuffle from Rookie, but he's knocked to the wall. The heroic intervention does its work. There we go. Massive damage then onto the Shy. He's dead as well. And they can TP it to look to it. They've got a wave in the base. Breathe with the Megadar, looking to make sure that they're all in so much trouble. Hops away, everyone's back in time, but they get to demolish Brock, down to 10% HP. Towards the mid lane they go. That one falls. Inhibitor now afterwards. Invictus Gaming, 25 seconds on Rookie, 30 on the Shy. In a 5v3, they must hold, must do what they can. Jump to the wall as JJ gets a slide down, tries to flag and drag, dies to doing it. Mako, desperately low. Breed hops on forwards, Valkyrie away from Gala, flash to the vein, splash to the fountain. There's not enough water to put out all these fires. And Weibo Gaming win the critical mid-table matchup against their rivals.